Hi everyone, welcome back to the next session as part of the linear arrangement module. And today we're looking at linear arrangement, varieties and applications. So you look at what are the different kinds of sets that you can expect in the exam related to linear arrangement. So this session is brought to you by me, Nilanjan Datta, a CAT and DILR 100 percentiler and one of the topmost educators on the Unacademy platform. Now, the basic types of linear arrangement that most of us are aware of is the left to right arrangement, which is a pretty straightforward arrangement where you arrange people in a left to right sequence. For example, here we have arranged the people A to H in a sequence from left to right. However, there are various other types of sets which also involve a concept of linear arrangement into them. So let's look at some of those arrangements. Now, while most of us are used to doing what is called a left to right seating in a row arrangement, what a lot of us miss out on is the top to bottom arrangement. So very interesting example of top to bottom arrangement would be twofold. One is linearly top to bottom and the other is what is called flows based LR, which is top to bottom. So let us look at both of them. Now, in a linear sequence, which is left to right, what we are looking at is either something is to the left or something is to the right. In top to bottom, what we're looking at is something different. So let us say there are 6 bricks which are there. Each brick is of a different color. 6 bricks, each of a different color, are kept in a sequence, one on top of the other. So the topmost brick is red in color, the bottommost brick is pink in color. So effectively what you have is the bricks kept arranged one on top of the other in a sequence. The bottommost brick is pink, on top of that you have blue, on top of that yellow, on top of that orange, on top of that you have green, and the topmost brick is your red brick. So these are the 6 bricks that you have one on top of each other. Now, here what is happening is you have the dimensions as top and bottom. But the rules will be same as linear arrangement. For example, if they say how many bricks are between green and blue, what do? Green is here, blue is here. How many bricks in between? Orange and yellow, that is. So effectively what you're doing is very similar to a linear arrangement left to right. The only thing is here the left to right has been changed to top to bottom. Similarly, in case there is a clue like 2 bricks above, what does it mean? 2 bricks above. 2 bricks above means this direction. Above would mean this direction. Below would mean this. So for example, if you look at a yellow brick, 1 brick above is orange, 2 bricks above is green. So 2 bricks above yellow would be your green brick. So again, the approach is exactly identical. The only difference is here you have top and bottom instead of left and right, as well as here you have above and below to denote left and right. So above would mean on top, below would mean on bottom. So that is how you go about linear arrangement which are top to bottom. But as such, from a rules interpretation standpoint, whatever we learned in the last video is sufficient. The next variety is called floors based LR. Floors based LR is pretty similar to this top to bottom concept. Why? Because here you have the concept of what is called, let's say, ground floor, first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor, and fifth floor. So basically, you have the concept of floors involved. Now, when you have the floors involved, again, the fifth floor is what is acting as your topmost floor, your bottommost floor is effectively your ground floor. But here what is involved is not just top to bottom arrangement, but also the fact that people could be sharing floors. As you might have noticed, in general, in practical purposes, what happens is on a floor, you have different people also having their flats. So for example, on the fifth floor, you have Ajay and Amar both having flats. Similarly, here you have Lijay and Damar both having flats in the third floor. So what this does is a bit of not just the top to bottom, but it also does what is called multiple people in a particular layer. So that makes the set a totally little more different variety compared to a traditional top to bottom, which is unidirectional. Here what is happening? At every level, you have a unique file. Here, what is happening is you have multiple repetitions possible at every level. The next type of linear arrangement which is challenging is if people are facing different directions. So classically, what we do is we always assume that they are facing the same direction. For instance, let's take B. What do we say normally? That to the left of B, you have person A. To the right of B, you have person C. Which is absolutely correct if nothing else is mentioned in the set. However, the entire game changes in case some people are facing different directions. For example, if B is facing this direction, then obviously, yes, A is to the left of B and C is to the right of B. However, let's take an example of person F who is facing the opposite direction compared to B. So F is facing this direction, which means to the left of F, you have person G, while to the right of F, you end up having person E. So as you can see, जैसे कोई दूसरा direction में face कर लेंगे, the concept of left and right will change. In general, we always assume, if nothing else is mentioned in the set, we always assume that people are facing northwards. That means this direction. And that is how we get the left and right sequence. That is the way B is facing. However, in case that it is specified in the set that they are facing a different direction, in that case, you have to keep in mind the direction in which they are facing to determine left and right. An interesting example here would be as follows. So let's say F is facing southwards, G is facing northwards. Now, who is to the left of F? Left of F is who? The answer is G. But interestingly, if we look at who is to the left of G, what will be the answer? Note, G is facing northwards. So G's left will also end up being F. So what is happening is, here, if two people are facing opposite directions, then it can end up being a scenario where both people are to the left of each other or both people are to the right of each other. However, if two people are facing the same direction, for example, B and C, then what is happening? Right of B is C, whereas left of C is B. So that is when people are facing the conventional, that is same direction. However, when they face different direction, the entire ball game of left and right changes, which means you need to be more alert about the direction clues. So always in such sets, be extra alert for the direction clues. That is very important in all such sets. Is that clear, everybody? The concept of people facing different directions. In case you are facing any challenges in understanding a particular concept, do not hesitate to post that in the comment section for clarity. Also, don't hesitate to, it's better if you go to a Telegram group and if you post your queries, because there you'll be getting all your queries addressed Plus, we can have some follow-up videos to illustrate any concepts where you're having difficulties in understanding. Note, we'll have dedicated sets to discuss each and every one of these varieties of sets. The next type of linear arrangement is one which is a data-based arrangement. So let us look at one such set. So here, as you can see, you have 5 people: Amar, Bindu, Chandra, Danny, and Yatin. So let's say they are arranged on the basis of, let's say, their salary. So in that case, let's say Amar is at 8 lakhs per annum, Bindu is at 10 lakhs per annum, Chandra is at 12 lakhs per annum, Danny is at 14 lakhs per annum, Yatin is at 16 lakhs per annum. So effectively what is happening? Amar is less than Bindu, is less than Chandra, is less than Danny, is less than Yatin. So this is similar to linear arrangement. The only thing is what we are doing is an ascending or descending order sequence. Here what have we done? We have done an ascending order sequence. Hence we've kept the less than symbol in between. Had it been a descending sequence, we'd have kept the greater than symbol in between. But again, the structure is exactly similar to linear. For example, if they tell you there is one person earning between C and E. What does it mean? Between C and E, there must be a gap for one person. Similarly, if they ask you how many people are earning less than Yatin, how do we do that? How many people are earning less than Yatin? So Yatin is here. Less than Yatin is 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 4 people are earning less than. In case they say more than B but less than E, so B is here, E is here. How many people in between? 2 people, C and E. So effectively, you have 2 people, Chandra and Danny, who earn more than Bindu but less than. So effectively, this arrangement is nothing but the same way you do a linear arrangement, you'd have done the same. For example, had they told you that Chandra has same number of people earning less and more, what does it mean? Same number of people earning less and same number of people earning more, what does it mean? It means right at the center. Just like you had for linear arrangement, if they give you same number of people are earning less and same number of people earning more, that can only happen for the person seated at the center. For example, for Chandra, there are 2 people who are earning less, 2 people who are earning. So that would automatically mean they are seated at center. So as you can see, the structure is exactly the same as what you would have done had it been a traditional arrangement set. The only thing is you have to keep in mind the sign factor. For ascending sequence, it will be less. For descending sequence, it will be. So this kind of a thing can be done for any set which involves a parameter that needs to be arranged in a sequence. The next concept is regarding multi-parameter linear arrangement. Multi-parameter linear arrangement is where you have linear arrangement combined with other parameters. So let's say you have 6 people seated in a row, or 5 people here seated in a row, 5 people from 1 to 5 seated in a row from left to right. So you have the 5 people, that is P, Q, R, S and T. But your objective doesn't only end at fixing the positions of P, Q, R, S and T. What you also need to do is, along with the names, you need to also get which city they are from. Also what you need to do is get what age each of them belongs. So in such cases, it is called multi-parameter based linear arrangement, where you have multiple parameters tagged to a particular set. So not only linear arrangement, but along with linear arrangement, you have multiple parameters. For example, they can give you a clue which says that two people are in between the person from Delhi and the person whose age is 26. So what does it mean? 26 is here and Delhi is here. So two people in between. So in such cases, what you need to do is not only arrange the names, but you also need to arrange the cities and the ages, and you need to be able to map each of the three parameters against each of the positions. That will automatically mean that Delhi and the age 26, in between there must be two gaps. So again, these are the clues in which you need to solve. Multi-parameter based arrangement sets are usually difficult, but they are what is called most important as far as CAT is concerned. Don't worry, we'll be discussing a lot of varieties of multi-parameter linear arrangement set so that all your challenges, all your worries regarding this topic gets dispersed as soon as possible. So with that, we come to the end of the varieties. In the next session, what we'll be doing is we're looking at a dedicated set to understand the basics of linear arrangement. How will we do that? We'll try to use some of these clues that we learned today and the previous session. We'll try to use that in actually solving an LR set. So do make sure that all of you are staying tuned for the next video. As you know, we have these daily videos that are coming up, a new video daily. So do let us know via the comment section which is the topics within the linear arrangement that you want us to specifically cover upon, because we'll be covering upon those as well as some of the other topics in which you want us to focus on for the upcoming series of videos. Do not forget to like, share and comment. And in case you have any queries, do not forget to join the Telegram channel, because there is where you'll be getting a lot of such practice material and questions on each of these concepts. So do stay tuned in for the next video that will be coming up very shortly. As you know, there's a new video coming up on a daily basis. Also, what I've done is I've created an entire compilation of the full syllabus DILR that you can refer to, especially for CAT 21 aspirants. Also for CAT 22, you want to revise the entire DILR course as well as look at the DILR 4 booster workshops as well as games and tournaments. So you can either access this link directly or copy paste these links and access them from the browser or the app. Use the access code PERCENTILERLIVE to be able to access these courses. The same thing is there for Quants as well. So hope to stay in touch with all of you via the Telegram channel that is PERCENTILERLIVE. Till then, stay tuned for the next video, which will be an important video where we discuss an actual set on the concept of linear arrangement. As part of this course, we're discussing basics to advanced, all kinds of sets on linear arrangement. On that note, thank you everybody. Happy learning. Until we connect, do stay in touch via the Telegram group Percentiler.